Nowadays, people, especially Gen Z, use their own social media or games to express their self to everyone. However, is it what they truly are, or it's only fake identity to grab some attention? Welcome back to Sunday School, and here I am, Ricky Kurniawan, will bring this today hot topic. And I'm not alone here. We've got some guests right here. It's Johannes Wilam.
Hey, that is quite an intro, huh? Very dramatic.
But it's still only just a chill talk.
Okay.
We don't need to get too serious. It's only chill talk. Okay.
So, Ricky, what's the topic?
Oh, you really want to know more about
I
it?
want to.
Okay. So, topic for today's Sunday Scoop is the self-expression of Gen Z in digital media. Whoa.
That is quite
Okay,
a title.
so first when you heard self-expression, okay,
Okay.
what do you think is it? I mean, self-expression.
Excluding from the digital, so self-expression. You can see that I'm expressing myself by wearing this Gasha Dokuro Japanese skeleton yokai.
Oh.
So I like something that is dark, right? That
So?
is my expression.
If I use just like a really flat t-shirt, does it means I'm just a flat person?
Maybe.
Okay, I take it. Okay, and then how then you express yourself in digital media? I mean, you have Instagram, right? You have like
Yeah, I have Instagram.
what kind of social
I
media do you
wouldn't tell
use?
what it is though. So I just post memes, share my favorite songs that I listen to every day, and yeah, that's about it.
Okay. So you like to post memes, and then of course you use Instagram. You have your own profile picture, right? I mean, like some of other people's use different kinds of profile pictures. I mean, some of them use their own face, their own like they want to
Yeah.
make it as handsome as they can,
With
as
filters.
cute as they can, or even there's my friends. They use. I mean, he already have a bird. I mean,
Yeah.
he can be called an uncle. I mean, lots of people already call him an uncle. But you know what is his Instagram and Facebook profile picture?
What?
It's a cute anime girl. I mean, he calls it like his waifu. Oh,
Oh my
I mean,
god.
how about it? And how about you?
That's very so delusional. You know? Oh my god.
I mean, you're gonna get a lot of hate because of this.
It's okay. It's not like I didn't do it too. I did it.
Oh,
I
you too?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm too.
I don't want to show my face on social media, even though now I'm here in the podcast with camera.
Okay.
So
So,
I use anime profile pictures because I simply like the characters, but also it can be an identifier as a community, as one of the community.
Okay. But you said that you don't like to show your own face
Yes.
as your profile pictures.
Yes.
Does that mean that you're not really that confident on using your own picture?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, I can take it. Because like some of people, yes, they're like kind of, I don't know, like to embrace or they don't have enough encourage to use their profile pictures. However, like some people actually, they really want to know more about you. So they want to know more authentic of you. So that's why I want to bring you this topic. There's actually some people who express themselves is actually authentic. Like this really, I mean,
It's very interesting.
yeah, it's like a topic where people think. Some people like people express their own differently in social media. I mean, people can become more goofy in TikTok, but they actually are more serious in Instagram. I mean, how your opinion about it? Why they can show two different kind of personalities in two different social medias?
I think it's because they want to show their best self, their persona that they want to show to other people. So when they become serious in Instagram,
Yeah.
so maybe they want people to take their opinion more seriously. More maybe they are into politics, you know.
Oh, I
They
know, I
have
know.
some
Oh,
hot
okay.
takes.
Because if they show their own goofiness, I mean,
They
people
will
won't
be
take it
taken
seriously.
seriously.
Yeah. So, other than social media, do you think Gen Z can use other kind of platforms to express their own self in digital media?
Yes. So like games, social games where there's many communities like Roblox, Growtopia, where you can customize your avatars with costumes and accessories.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, currently Roblox is trending anywhere, right? Like, most of people, even some people think that it's a game for children, but actually now,
So many adults play
yeah,
this
so
game.
many adults play this. And but, however, like in games, I mean, like and especially in Roblox, where a lot of people from different age can play the games. Of course, they can self-express themselves in a different way, because when we play with someone, like, we don't know their age.
Yeah.
I mean, how about like Gen Z differs from other age from expressing themselves?
So Gen Z is more open-minded, I think. They can show more of themselves, even if it's not fully personal, like showing face or something like that. But they can express themselves by showing what they like uh, cartoons, movies. They can use those avatars. Yes.
So you can say that like Gen Z are more like they're more free on expressing themselves compared to other older generations, because like older generations they just like more want to truly show who they are. So we can say that Gen Z is more like they want to show them differently in the social media. Is that true?
Yes. Gen Z is more unique when they present themselves in social media, because they rarely use their face. They put out what they like mostly as what they present. But here's the thing: when you express yourself by using certain flags, communities.
Don't you mean that? Oh, I think that's
It's
really
dangerous.
sensitive.
I know it's
I mean,
dangerous.
we're going to we don't want to talk it. We don't want to talk too much sensitive. But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These types of groups can be discriminated by other groups. This is where cancel culture comes.
Oh, that's what one say is like some actually, because of the self-expressions can lead into cancel culture, because like some people like they don't like.
They don't like those
Okay.
types of groups.
Yes.
They don't want to associate with them, and they bully them to. Again, this is very sensitive topic, but sometimes they.
Oh, okay. So, talking about more on the sensitive topic and the cancel culture itself, do you have any fears that you can be cancelled in the social media because you express something they don't like?
Very much so. When in social media, I rarely make posts and reply to other people, because I'm scared that they will dox me because something I said, just because they don't like my opinion or something. The, people can be very aggressive in social media because they are anonymous again, so they feel like there's no consequences to their actions.
So we can say that Gen Z can express themselves into different kind of things. Like first, like you say, like because they don't want to get cancelled in the social media, they don't want to express themselves. Like they hold themselves in the social media. But there's also kind of people who doesn't really care about it. They just want to express what they want in the social media, even though they know that someone didn't like it, but they keep expressing that. And even some of them's like they still happy. They even like if someone's arguing with them. And how about your opinion about it?
There's this thing called in this era, it's called rage baiting.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, oh.
They like the engagement from people arguing with them, even though they are sometimes, not sometimes, it's always like they are purposefully making people get mad at them by saying opinion that most people don't like. I don't know what's up with that, but they get some kind of rush from it,
Yeah,
like a drug.
like this, they post in social media because they want to get that kind of attentions.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
it's attention seeker.
Yeah, what's attention seekers? They want to rage baits, they want to seek for attention. Interesting. Like there's a lot of different kind of people. Like you said, you're more type of guy who's scared to express, but there's also a kind of people, especially in Gen Z right now, right? And like today nowadays, like some of them like want to
Start an argument
yes,
with other people.
So, do you think that kind of person truly shows who they are? I mean, do they actually really like doing that kind of stuff or not?
So the people that rage bait, they make it their hobby. They love that stuff. It's like a drug for them.
So if you can say that they want to entertain themselves in the
Yeah.
social media because of doing that.
Because us attention seekers,
Yeah.
they want many people to acknowledge what they did, even if it's bad in the eyes of others. It's a really bad habit. I think they can reflect to their real life.
Because I personally I have a lot of rage baiters and I've got become rage, especially in gaming community. So I know in this gaming community where some of the members love to compare each other of characters and they like rage baits each other like discriminating each other characters favorites, and of course some of them become mad, and yeah, that's like some of kind of rage bait works, right?
Yes, when people rage bait like characters, maybe they say the design sucks or
Yeah.
the gameplay sucks. So many people will attack that rage baiter.
Yeah.
Because of course they feel offended. It's what they like.
Like for example, like there's an gaming community in the Facebook groups like called GPU. Like there's actually like the admin himself,
Yes.
right? He really loves to express himself through that kind of things. Like he loves to rage baitings. Like he did that kind of groups to rage baits. That's full of rage baits.
So the group is to make people argue with each other.
Yeah,
Yes.
and in game terms, like
Oh.
it's a gaming community where like people attack each others. People like show some people like they want to show their favorite games, but and actually some will attack them.
People are so bored that they make arguing a hobby. why don't you join the debate club, man? At least there's a competition.
I mean,
and
like
make
you can
money.
express your own self in debating, right? I mean, you can self-express it on a different kind of way, not in a bad way. Okay, and then we're moving on to the next topic where there's actually some kind of like trends or viral things like they talk about be yourself. I mean, like don't be fake. I mean, they're like they hate fake things. They want to say that please be yourself. And how about you? That I mean, do you think that people should really be their own selves in the social media, or actually they can do anything they want?
So when people ask for authenticity, I think it's honestly possible because people, of course, not everyone like who they are in real life. They want to. It's an escapist mentality. They want to escape reality and meet other people like them, talk to them, feel like they're in some sort of community. It's honestly interesting because why do you care that people are authentic or not?
I mean, like it's their own person, not like I mean, I'm myself. You don't have the rights to control me. I mean, like I want to express it, and you can stop me from doing that.
Especially in social media, like who are you to dictate what I do?
Yeah.
It's honestly baffling to me because if I like something and I want to express myself like through my opinions or I make fan art of it, make songs, like that's my thing.
Mhm. So,
You-
so probably like it's a good thing that we can like ignore that kind of person because like I mean like some of people like they scared to express themselves because of that, right? I mean I think it's like more like a good decision that they ignore just like I mean like I want to self-express myself like this because I mean like people can handle me from stopping out of that.
So for me, self-expressing in the digital media is there's positive things, of course. Like you can expand your horizon on from meeting people in various communities. You don't have to walk out. You just have to chat to them or just view through their post of the communities. You can expand your digital literacy from reading through it. You so in digital media, security is important. So there's good in knowing how to be safe from these communities, and also like you can improve your storytelling skills by making posts or like in Wattpad you can write many stories, novels like that.
And even like they become like the main character itself. Like
Yeah,
they
they
self-express
picture
themselves.
as the
Yeah.
main characters.
Like there was like Genghis, like they make really narcissistic things, you know,
Yes.
but it's still their own choice. Yeah. Okay. Then do you have any kind of advice for our viewers right here? Like how can they truly self-express themselves and not become scared of it?
So if you want to express yourself in social media, I suggest you stay away from communities that is notorious for making people angry, arguments, all that
Because like
stuff.
some people like questioning themselves at all.
Yeah, and join in positive communities where you can express yourself freely. You're not criticized because you're not good enough. So, yeah, just have to find the right communities and know your place.
That's a really good answer from Johannes. So that's the end of our today's topic discussion in Sunday School. even though there's a lot of chaotic things in the digital media, but we as Gen Z still have the rights to self-express ourselves in the digital media. We cannot let others to determine what we want to express in the digital media because we are ourselves. However, there are still a lot of limitations and boundaries that we shouldn't have brought in the digital media, which we'll later talk on the next topic of our Sunday school about what kind of things that we shouldn't have brought in the digital media. Okay, so thanks for being here, Johannes.
Thanks for having me, Ricky.
Okay, and see you next on Sunday school. Goodbye.